Hi, I'm Steve from Whiskey and Red. Let's build some cool.
We are going to build a pop-up menu. In this case, we're going to build a slide-out animated pop-up menu within Elementor Pro. This video fits into the series. We were building a solid navigation and a transparent navigation, all then working with a pop-up menu. So to jump in here, we're going to jump into our dashboard. We're going to go to templates and add a new template. We're going to select pop-up from the drop down, and we'll just name it something really unique, like maybe new menu. We're just going to start from scratch here, so we'll go ahead and just close that out. So the first thing I want to do here is jump over in the bottom left corner. Tiny little gear icon is where your pop-up settings are. There's actually a lot of stuff in here to be in such a tiny little icon. First thing we want to do is we want it to be aligned to the right side of the page, like so. We also want the height to be set to fit to the screen and add an animation here. We want it to slide in from the right, and we want it to slide out to the right. Now, of course, if you build different pop-ups, you would have different animations that go with that. If it's on the left-hand side, slide out from the left. I'm going to turn off my close button because I'm going to add in a separate icon for that. And let's go ahead and just set the background now. So under the Style tab, we'll go to the background, and we'll just go ahead and pick a color here. How about that dark gray color? Looks great. Awesome. Go ahead and add our container in. And I'll set my padding, go percent, and just do like 10% to start. We'll see how that works out. First thing I want to add is an icon for the close button. So you can use the font awesome set here. I think they call it times. Yeah, as in multiplication, times. You can use that one, or you can upload an SVG. If you don't know how to do that with Elementor, check out the video link below. I'll show you how to use some free SVGs from the Google Material package to upload something that looks a little nicer. All right, so we got our icon in place. I want to make sure that this closes my pop-up. So I'm going to come to dynamic tags, and I'm going to go down to pop-up, open this up, and I'll change this to close pop-up. Perfect. All right, now some styling. Let's go ahead and align it to the right, add some color to it, switch the hover color to an accent. Nice. All right. Make sure our size, maybe a little bigger than that. That looks good. Go ahead and take a look at this on tablet. That looks decent. And that's going to be a bit big. So let's go down to maybe 30 on mobile, and we'll see how it lines up next to the text once it's there. I'm going to grab this WordPress menu. It's really easy to work with for our purposes here. A few items to hit here first. I want to change our layout to vertical. Can align to the left. I like to remove these accents for a menu like this. Same thing with the sub-menu indicator. So the pointer and sub-menu indicator. And then for the mobile drop-down breakpoint, I don't want this to break into a hamburger. So I'm going to set this to none so that when I go to different devices, it will always stay in that vertical menu. The next thing I want to do is jump over to my Style tab and make this look a little bit better. I got some default stuff in here. I go big on these if you don't have a lot. The setup that we're working with is larger. Of course, if you have more things to fit, you don't want it as large. Let's go ahead and switch this over. Maybe like 4. This is REM. I don't know why it defaults. It's a little bug in Elementor, but I'm using REM. And let's take a look on other devices here. we'll keep it larger on tablet. Not a big menu. Looks good for mobile. Let's adjust this color so that we start white. And maybe we add a hover color here. Bingo. And then I want to check the size of the overall pop-up. So I'm going to go to that bottom left icon settings, the little gear, and we'll come back up here to width and just kind of check some of these things. 640 looks pretty good. It'll make it a little smaller on tablet, 550. And then on mobile, I like to kind of go full width-ish. I don't like to do the 100% view height as when people do turn their phones. It tends to then go full width, and I want to keep it constrained to at least a smaller size. So I like to go with a pixel size here. So I'm going to go with 360 here. And it looks pretty good. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this. I don't need to set it to any display conditions. I'm not using the pop-up in that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and click Save and Close. And then I'm going to jump back over and assign it to where I want it to pop up from. So I'm going to click on the header that I've been working on. And I have my icon selected here already. So I'm going to go to the dynamic tags to pop up. And then when I click it again, I can type in the box, new menu, perfect. And that'll open. So I'll go ahead and update this and then we'll go test it out. Great. The one thing I don't like is that slide out navigation is a little bit slow. Most of the navigations on pop-ups are a little bit slow for me. I don't like the slow animations. So I jump back over to the menu here, and where our entrance animations are, this is again located in the pop-up settings, a tiny gear at the bottom. I generally will keep pop-ups, especially for menus, at 0.5 or less. And this might even be something we want slower, but we'll go ahead and try that out. Much better, comes out quickly, allows me to navigate, looks great. For other variations, it's pretty easy to manipulate these things. So if you don't want something that slides out from the right, you want something that maybe is located in the middle of the page, it's really easy from these positions to go ahead and make those changes. I can set it to the center. I can make this fit to the content. So I can bring it in the center like that. I can add in some on the style tab, maybe some like border radius if that fits the brand, and create just a different look. Maybe even center that text probably. Just be sure to update your animations accordingly so that maybe instead of sliding out from the right and ending up in the middle, we just fade in and like that. So pretty easy to manipulate things, pretty easy to get the result that you're looking for on a simple pop-up menu. If you have any questions, ask below. Otherwise, have a great day. If you found this useful, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or ideas for other videos, let me know in the comments below.